And when you can triple source it and you have evidence, then you have a story. Right now, there's no story here. And I think the people who are going with it at this point, and even if we continue this conversation, we're a part of it, but the two outlets that are actually going with this and releasing it are continuing to make the same mistakes, which is to let their bias get in the way of actually finding out what facts are and putting them out there. The whole thing has felt wrong from the beginning of this show.
When she found out that there was a security camera and that they had her on tape, all of a sudden that story changed.
No, that's not true. She says her story has remained exactly the same. She was knocked a little bit off.
Read this to you then?
Yeah, that she was knocked off balance, but she remained standing.
Do you mind if I read you her statement? I mean, give me a break.
She did not go down the ground.
No, she knows, folks. Look, I'm a loyal person. I'm going to be loyal to the country. I'm going to be loyal to Wisconsin. We have to tell it like it is.
One of the tactics that is used by you guys in the media, particularly when someone is doing very well, is let's find a way to get them distracted and get all the people distracted so that we can get away from the real issue.
Another reporter went back and did talk to your elementary school friends as well as your junior high school friends. I believe it's all laid out actually on CNN.com.
I saw your article. I didn't see any elementary school friends there.
They say that
this is a bunch of lies. This is what it is. It's a bunch of lies.
So to people who say you're taking time out of swing states to go do this, you say?
I say the following. I did yesterday 8 stops and 3 major speeches, and I've been doing this for weeks straight. I left there for an hour and a half. I'm going to North Carolina right now, then I'm going to Florida, I'm going up to New Hampshire. For you to ask me that question is actually very insulting because Hillary Clinton does 1 stop and then she goes home and sleeps.
You have to remember, Donald Trump is the head of Trump Organization, and when you look into that organization, it is filled with blacks, whites, Hispanics, Arabs, Asians. It's different religions, different creeds, and so he's a person that has created jobs. He's a person that signs checks. He's a person that works on the bottom with the person who's doing the foundation as well as the guy sitting in the office, and so he's running as a president of the United States, not just black or white or Hispanic.
We have to put some things in context. When you look at President Trump and the way pundits and the way people in the media talk about him and his candidacy, the people around him in the West Wing, his family, it's deplorable. And when you have that type of rhetoric and tone constantly beating at the drum every single day, 24/7, that is not helping America. And so as you sit here with your platform and attack the president with these horrible sayings about him personally, and then say, well, Mr. President or Trump, you are doing the same thing, you have to have some type of honesty about how you're talking about the president and how you want him to talk about other people. And other people that come on this network and do this, that's the problem. And that's why he attacked the media.
This is a guy who has a Jewish son-in-law, whose own daughter converted to Judaism, who's never been quoted saying a single anti-Semitic word, and they're constantly slamming him as being a racist or a white supremacist or something without any evidence of it at all. Awful lot of people are not great fans of the media, and they see the media as an unelected aristocracy and a effete core of impudent snobs, as Vice President Agnew called them a long time ago, who are dumping all over the mainstream of America. And
there is an interesting thing, though, about this president. If you separate his rhetoric from his record, he actually complies with the law. When the courts ruled against him on immigration, he yielded. When they ruled against him on sanctuary cities, he yielded. What he did with Comey was within his authority to do. Comey himself noted that. So it's not a constitutional crisis. We don't have to add that rhetorical spin.
What do you think is going to happen this week? I mean, with the whole Russia thing?
The Russia thing is just a big nothing burger.
Really?
Yeah.